Hi, my name is Staci Snair. I assist people in using meditation as a tool for healing themselves, especially during the grieving process. I myself began meditating a couple years after my son Ethan's passing. For the most part, this was a guided meditation that became a part of my daily routine. I found myself becoming more and more present every day and noticed that I started to have life back in my living again. It had been quite some time since that had occurred. And continuing the meditation just brought more and more peace into my life, leading up to the most profound meditation that I could ever have had. During this particular meditation, I would walk down a path to a body of water, and on this particular day, there was a beautiful swan that greeted me. Lovely, lovely white feathers, and soft and gentle, very sweet and loving. So, me being the animal lover that I am, I walked up to the swan and I just stroked it gently. I just felt so comforted by this gorgeous creature. So I spent some time, and then in my meditation I went on my way. The same thing happened the following day. And then on day 3, as I went to stroke the swan again, the swan turned on me and started to attack. I was caught off guard at first. I didn't know what was happening, and then I centered myself and realized that there was something in my subconscious that needed to come forward, and this swan was helping me to do so. So I centered myself and allowed what needed to come through to come forward. And once I surrendered myself to the possibilities, the swan morphed into my son Ethan. It still amazes me how this all unfolded. So seeing my son for the first time in years was amazing. I had a very healing and emotional conversation with Ethan, where he proceeded to tell me, of course, how much he loved me and missed me, and that he's always there for me. And although I might not be able to see him, he is present in my life and in the life of my kids, my husband. So we continued to talk, and I asked him lots of questions, of course, being, what could I have done differently to have you still here? And which, of course, he told me that there was nothing else I could have done, and that this is basically what he had signed up for, to bring forth what I needed to do next in my life. This was a heavy dose for me to take at the time, still, actually, but Ethan and I conversed, and he shared with me his desires for me and how he wanted me to help others find the peace inside themselves that meditation had brought me at this point in my life. So I made promises to him and to myself, and knowing that I could meet with him at any time in the future brought great comfort to me. So I gave him a huge hug, and I went on my way. When I came to, I still remember, I could still feel him and smell him, and I felt his presence all around me. And it was at that moment that I decided that I would share this peace and purpose that I have found in my life with other parents to help them find peace in their grieving process. So, with this, I ask and offer to you, wouldn't it be nice to find peace and life back in your living